Right now, anyone can buy a face so lifelike it fools cameras and people, starting at $600. But that is only the surface. In labs, scientists can now bioprint living human skin in just 18 days, complete with real texture, color, and even sensors that feel touch. These breakthroughs confirm that the revolutionary human skin suit is not science fiction. It is already here. But if disguises look this real, how will we know where the human ends and the mask begins? A few clicks and a credit card are all it takes to order a face that can fool both people and machines. These hyper-realistic masks are not props from a movie set. They are platinum silicone, hand-poured and painted in layers to mimic the pores, veins, and subtle color shifts of real skin. Artists spend hours punching in individual hairs, shaping eyelids, and matching the exact shade of stubble to create a look that passes for human even under close inspection. The results are so convincing that entire online communities have formed around the idea of transformation. Cosplayers, performance artists, and people exploring new identities all trade tips on how to wear a second face. Premium masks start around $600 to $800. For that price, buyers can choose a new age, gender, or ethnicity. Some studios offer custom commissions, using reference photos to sculpt features that match a specific person. The most advanced versions move with the wearer's mouth and eyes, blurring the line between mask and skin. Viral videos show people peeling off their faces to reveal the truth, leaving millions stunned by how easily reality can be rewritten. Law enforcement agencies have started to pay attention. In several high-profile cases, criminals use these masks to rob banks, cross borders, or impersonate public officials. Even trained security teams and facial recognition systems have been fooled. One study found that people failed to spot a mask in about 20% of cases, even when told to look for one. Some Chinese vendors now advertise masks that can beat office clock and cameras, and buyers post success stories in comment sections. For most people, these masks are about self-expression or performance, but the technology is outpacing the safeguards. When anyone can buy a new face online, the old rules of identity no longer apply. If a mask can pass for real, what happens when the skin itself is alive? Inside a sterile laboratory, researchers set out to do what once seemed impossible: grow human skin from scratch in just 18 days. The process starts with a specialized bioprinter loaded with 3 compartments: stem cells, fibrinogen, and a carefully engineered scaffold. When the printer moves into action, it lays down each layer with the precision of a master craftsman, building up the delicate architecture of real human skin. The outermost layer, the epidermis, forms a protective barrier. Beneath that, the dermis takes shape, rich with collagen and elastic fibers. In some advanced models, a third layer, the hypodermis, provides the fatty cushion found in natural skin. This rapid timeline is a true leap forward. Traditional methods needed anywhere from 3 to 7 weeks to produce skin with a fully developed extracellular matrix. Now, thanks to innovations in scaffold design and cell signaling, the same result appears in less than 3 weeks. The secret lies in coaxing fibroblast cells to create their own matrix, weaving the microscopic support network found in living tissue. Originally, this breakthrough was meant to solve a practical problem: how to test cosmetics without using animals. L'Oreal's scientists wanted a living, human-like surface that could mimic everything from acne to sunburn, providing a real-world playground for new products. The printed skin can now model conditions like eczema, tanning, or wound healing, letting researchers study treatments in a controlled, repeatable way. But the implications go far beyond beauty. By maintaining the full layered structure, epidermis, dermis, and sometimes hypodermis, these bioprinted samples behave much like the skin on our own bodies. They respond to irritation, heal after injury, and can even be fitted with embedded sensors to detect touch. The laboratory has become a proving ground for manufacturing living tissue on demand, opening the door to medical grafts, burn treatments, and for the first time the possibility of skin that does not just look human, but truly is. Material scientists have spent years working to give artificial skin the same sensory powers as the real thing. In laboratories, thin sheets of synthetic skin now stretch and flex, embedded with a network of sensors that detect pressure, temperature, and strain. This e-skin wraps around robot arms and prosthetic limbs, acting as a genuine second skin. When pressed, it registers force. When heated, it senses change. If the surface is scratched or torn, the material can heal itself, repairing micro tears without human help. The result is a layer that does not just cover, but feels, sending back a stream of tactile information that lets machines and prosthetics respond to the world with a human-like touch. Engineers did not stop at sensation. In clinics and research centers, soft exosuits made from advanced textiles are quietly changing lives. Unlike rigid metallic exoskeletons from science fiction, these exosuits are lightweight and flexible, designed to be worn under everyday clothing. Cables and textile actuators run along the legs and hips, giving a gentle push at just the right moment to help with each step. The suit sensors track movement in real time, and learning algorithms personalize the assistance, adapting to the wearer's unique gait within minutes. For people with neurological conditions, the impact is profound. At the Harvard Biodesign Lab, a soft exosuit was fitted to a patient with Parkinson's disease who struggled with freezing episodes, sudden involuntary stops that make walking nearly impossible. With the exosuit's subtle support, the patient completed a walk with no freezing at all, covering more ground at a faster pace than in years. Across clinical trials, similar suits have reduced freezing episodes by more than 80%, restoring independence and confidence for people who had lost both. The technology is still evolving, but the core breakthroughs are already here. Artificial skin that senses and heals, and wearable robotics that boost human strength and movement. Each piece solves a different part of the puzzle, bringing the idea of a true human skin suit closer to reality. A humanoid robot stands on a showroom floor, its synthetic skin flawless, its movements smooth and precise. This is Xpeng's Iron, a commercial platform aiming for public release in 2026. Iron runs on a staggering 2,250 TOPS of computing power, enough to process real-time vision, speech, and touch data simultaneously. The robot's body is fully customizable, from height and build to hairstyle and skin tone, targeting roles once reserved for humans, receptionists, greeters, even personal assistants. Yet beneath this polished surface, the dream of a true human skin suit remains just out of reach. Engineers at the University of Tokyo have managed to graft living skin onto robotic faces using a perforation anchor method, allowing the tissue to flex and heal as the robot smiles or frowns. But scaling this to a full body presents daunting obstacles. Living skin needs a network of blood vessels to survive. Vascularization cannot be faked with current robotics. Powering sensors and actuators beneath a living, flexible surface without overheating or damaging tissue remains unsolved. Mechanical stress from walking, bending, or lifting can shear the skin away from its artificial anchor points. Every step toward integration reveals a new technical hurdle. While researchers race to close these gaps, the risks of misuse are already here. In Cincinnati, a bank robber named Konrad Zedjarek used a hyper-realistic silicone mask to impersonate another race, fooling both witnesses and security cameras. It took a tip-off from his girlfriend, not facial recognition or police work, to end his spree. In France, criminals used a silicone mask to impersonate the defense minister, scamming millions through video calls. These cases are not isolated. Chinese vendors now advertise masks that can defeat office facial recognition, with buyers reporting success in online forums. Each new advance in realism widens the window for fraud, identity theft, and social engineering. Law enforcement analysts warn that detection tools lag behind. Standard security checks and even biometric systems are not designed for masks or synthetic skin. Ethicists raise alarms about the erasure of boundaries between human and machine. Who bears responsibility when a robot with living skin is used for deception or harm? Policymakers have yet to establish rules for disclosure, consent, or liability. The technology outpaces regulation at every turn, leaving society exposed to risks. we are only beginning to understand. Right now, you can buy a face or test living skin in a lab. No science fiction required. As these technologies converge, the boundary between human and machine blurs in real time. The question is not what is possible, but how ready we are for a world where anyone can look like anyone.